Discrete versus continuous random variable. Classifying each of the random variables described as either discrete or continuous. First, we know that the random variable is discrete if we can count the numerical value that the random variable represents. And not only that, we can list the numerical value in consecutive order. Whereas the continuous random variable is the variable that we can measure. It represents some sort of measurement. And so, for example, the time it takes to run a mile. This is something that we can measure. Therefore, it is continuous, and we will use C for continuous and D for discrete. The number of problems assigned for homework, we can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And so this is an example of discrete random variable. The number of shoes in a closet, regardless of how many you have, you can count them. So this is discrete. The lifetime of an automobile tire, this is something that you can measure. So this is continuous. Time is a continuous random variable. And so the time it takes to run a mile, the lifetime of an automobile tire. So those are the time, continuous random variable. The circumference of a hailstone. Now this is something that we can measure. So this is a continuous random variable. The length of the giraffe's neck, again, this is something that we measure, continuous. The sum of the roll of two dice. We saw that the sum of the number when we roll the two dice are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. We can list them in consecutive order. So this is discrete. The amount of money in someone's pocket or purse. Now this is something that we can count. This is discrete. Anything that we can count is discrete. The person's height to the nearest foot. This is something that we measure, so it is continuous. The IQ of a randomly chosen person. Now the IQ scores, yes, can be listed in order. However, there are so many IQ scores, there are so many numbers that it is conveniently to use as continuous. There is a interval of IQ. The number of car accidents in a day in Los Angeles. This is something that we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, although there is no finite number here. For example, for any particular day, tomorrow, the next day, we do not know how many accidents are there, but we can count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is discrete, although again, there is no finite number. Only if it's already happened in the past, then yes, we know how many finite number, but it's the number of accidents in a day in the future, we do not know. And so let's comment on the part I, J, K furthermore. The person's height, when we round it to the nearest foot, we might report is that 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 7 feet, and so on. We can list them in order. And on the surface, they might look like discrete, but the height is something that we measure. So even if we round it, it is continuous in its nature. The IQ score, there is no decimal in the IQ score. We can count it, sure. The IQ score of a certain person is 101, 102, 103, there's no decimal. However, in this case, there are so many IQ scores on a certain interval that we rather work with a continuous random variable. And so in this case, we use the fact that it is on some sort of interval. the number of car accident in a day in Los Angeles. In this case, we can count it, and again, even though there's no finite number, but it is still counting that we use discrete.